Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is, what is it, Friday afternoon. I am headed home from work. Traffic looks pretty decent right now, so that's exciting. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about like some of the things I recently have been dealing with. Honestly, I'm sick of talking about it. My health challenges and all. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being sick, or and I was talking to a coworker today. We're always talking. We're always, chit-chatting. And I said that, what was I saying to her? Oh my God, what was I saying about me? I forget. Anyway, that'll come back to me later. But yeah, it's just been a lot going on in these last, I don't know what month. Last good month. It's more than a couple of weeks now. It's been, I don't know, 6 months. I'm a little low on gas, but I believe I have enough gas to get home. And what's that smell? There's like a gas smell in the air. I don't know if that's a truck. It's probably that truck above, ahead of me. Looks like it might have some smoke or something coming out. But anyway, yeah, it's like I'm sick of everything that I have going on. But this is what I said to her. I said that I think part of it for me is that I am the age that I am. Okay, which is over 50, right? Over 50, well over 50. And I've never really been sick before. Like, I've never really had any ailments. Like, I have no children. I've never had a baby, right? So I've never stayed over at a hospital, like overnight, for anything. I've never been in what do you call it I've never been admitted to a hospital for anything. I've never been at a hospital more than, I don't know that I've been to a hospital. I mean, I've been to a hospital before, but you know what I'm saying? Other than to visit someone. I've never really been to a hospital for me. Like, I'm trying to think. Maybe to get of course I've had exams and things like that. Maybe once or twice it may have been at a hospital. Vaguely do I remember, but I've never been ill, to have to go to the hospital. That's what I'm saying. Whether it be overnight or just for emergency room. I've never been to the emergency room for myself. You know what I mean? I've been with someone, but never have I had to go to the emergency room. I just never had. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. Something just came to mind. This was years ago. I was living a whole different town and all. And something happened. I know I wasn't working at the time. I was unemployed at the time because, I was unemployed, and I did get sick. I got sick, but not you know, with an illness. I got sick with like a viral infection. And I guess I didn't have insurance at the time or whatever. But I had, one thing that happened is I had laryngitis. So I couldn't talk. Or you couldn't hear me when I talked. I mean, that was the main thing that was going on, but it had to be some type of viral infection. And it was bad. It was really bad. Like, it was beyond a cold. You know, I don't remember my symptoms completely. I just remember I had laryngitis from it. That was the extent of me being sick in my life. Like, I've never been sick before, which is a blessing. Like, I've been blessed all these years to go till I'm in my 50s, good in my 50s, and now here I got, you know, this going on, and you know, yeah. So I think that's why now I'm like, what's happening to me? Am I falling apart? Am I, you know, like, what is happening? Because I'm not used to this ever in my life. I'm not used to something that, like, if I have a pain or something and I take a Tylenol or something, you know, usually the Tylenol will kick in, and by the time it wears off, the pain, like the natural pain that I had, has worn off too. You know, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I usually don't have the pain beyond the length of the time that it took the painkiller to wear off. And so I'm just not used to being not myself. That's just not my normal, you know. And everybody has commented on me losing weight. I'm not used to that either. Because now it's not just, oh my God, you've lost some weight. You know, it's not like, now it's more like, girl, what's wrong with you? You okay? Because you're getting thinner and thinner. You know, and I don't want people to look at me in that regard, you know, and think that something's wrong. Anyway, but yeah, I've gone all my life, nothing that a Band-Aid and, like I said, a painkiller couldn't get rid of. And now I have something that's been going on for weeks that I've had to kind of do, like, some extreme little, I call them extreme because it's just nothing I've ever done before, like with the colonics and all. I was talking to my coworker. I was talking to another coworker, and she was sharing with me about her grandmother. Her grandmother's in Portugal. Now, several months ago, actually, she had come to me and she was like, my grandma's not doing well. Grandma stopped eating. Grandma, you know, I forget what, like, the actual illness is or what was going on with grandma, but it wasn't looking good at all. And so she even said she had bought some black clothing, you know, black outfit, you know, just in case she had to go to Portugal. And that was months ago. And so today she came over and she gave me an update on grandma. And I mean, she has some. She finally went to the doctor, because she first wasn't going to the doctor. Finally, she's gone to the doctor. So she's got some things going on. But grandma is here. She's still here in the land of the living. And, when she was sharing all this with me, I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what? I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problems. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have to hear somebody else's story, and we have to hear that somebody else is way far worse off than we are in order for us to recognize, oh, I'm good, I'm blessed. Because we can sit around and mope and complain and and I mean, I can go to any hospital right now, and I'm sure I can meet a lot of people that are far worse off than me. The fact that they're in the hospital, and so that gives me some encouragement that I'm able to breathe on my own. I don't need any breathing assistance. I'm able to walk on my own, move around. And yeah, I got some things going on right now, but it's nothing life-threatening at all. It's minor in the scheme of things. Yeah, so yeah, I just said all that to say that sometimes when we go through stuff, we just have to remember, no matter how bad things are, and I'm talking to myself, this conversation right here, I know you're there, I know you're witnessing it, I know you're listening, I know you're, but this conversation is for me. That no matter how bad it looks, there is somebody worse off than I am. For sure. For sure. And somebody that may have they may have been going through something for a long time, for months or for years, and they can't get relief from. But I'm still doing better than them, and I gotta remember that. Anyway, I just came on today. Like I said, I just needed to encourage. Oh my God, here's the traffic. I just needed to encourage myself today. Because I was feeling a little down earlier. But then when I heard my coworker's grandma's story, I realized that, and grandma is hanging in there. She is hanging in there. But, I'm not in her situation. I'm breathing. She can't even eat properly. Or she can't eat, like real food and all. Anyway, I think you get the point. But have a great day. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment below. Okay, God bless.